of my 22 first cousins, I would like to thank each of you for being here. We want you to enjoy some wine, swap stories, and celebrate with the man that we know as our Papa. In preparation for this special night, I reached out to my cousins for some of their favorite Papa moments and memories. And as I listened to and read their responses, it quickly became evident that while there is a 30-plus year span between us all, most all of our recollections were the same. From the mid-1970s to today, our Papa has taught us to lead by example, to treat others how you would like to be treated, to take no day, no person, and no blessing for granted. Whether he knows it or not, he has and continues to be a deep influence in our lives. We all say it, the good old days. Sadly, our kids and grandkids will never truly understand what we mean, but rather what or who we are fortunate to have among us is someone who still embodies the charisma, the sophistication, and the chairman of the board Sinatra-like persona of years past. As the oldest grandchild, I am fortunate to have miles and miles of memory lane to reflect upon. I am lucky to remember the good old days. 8 years old, peering into the side door of the hall bar, watching men like Papa, Roland Verissimo, Ray Medeiros, and Bill Magellan, Smoothie, each dressed to the nines, and talking in tongues of tuna and tons. And I couldn't appreciate it then, but I do now. Sorry. Thanks. I remember going to visit his mom, Aurora Kell, at Point Loma Convalescent Home, and watching Papa look at her with love and concern. I remember Crown Point beach days and road trips and long weekends, skiing in Big Bear, swimming at Auntie Mary and Uncle Bill's in Palm Springs, and watching and waiting as the mermaid pulled him out of the bay. I can still remember the sounds of the engine. Thank you. And the smells of the damp nets that piled high on the platform. When Papa was home from a trip, it meant a sleepover at San Leo up the street, and it meant wind chills were waiting for you in the morning. And maybe even a trip to Baskin Robbins on Rosecrans that night. Those are a few of my fondest memories, but this night is about him, and so I thought I'd capture what we, his grandkids, know him to be like in a more lighthearted top 10 list. So here it goes. Browning Street, number 1. Browning Street means stock market doodles, linguiça sandwiches, newspaper piles, Fox News, and my all-time favorite, the blue painter's tape that he uses to post everything around the house. Number 2, sweets. Chips Ahoy, Jamocha almond fudge ice cream, frozen Snickers in the back of the freezer, Christie's donuts, Wrigley's gum, $5 Fridays at Don's. See a sweet pattern here? Number 3 is Halloween. I swear he enjoys it more than the kids do. Yeah. Wearing either his spooky pirate or a 2012 Mitt Romney mask. Yeah, we need to get him some new stuff. Papa and his cackling tabletop witch are always there to scare you. Number 4, number 1 fan. From T-ball to softball, from Cabrillo to the pros, he rarely misses a ball game. And come every April, he has at least 5 team calendars, blue taped to the family room wall. And if you're lucky enough, you may even find your name or your picture in his sports shrine. If you've never seen it, let me tell you, the San Diego Hall of Champions has nothing. Number 5 is generosity. Whether it be an envelope of lottery tickets at Christmas, the last one to serve himself at dinner, or never showing up to a party without a bottle of wine, Papa is always willing to sacrifice so that others may have. Number 6, lookalikes. Some say Anthony Quinn, others Clark Gable, but there is only one Papa, and he is the most handsome of them all. Number 7, social butterfly. From Stumps to St. Agnes, he has a quick "Hi, hon," or "What do you say?" for everyone he sees. He's also now learning of this thing they call Facebook. For someone who grew up in the days of letter writing and ship-to-shore radios, all of this new technology is intriguing and scary at the same time. Number 8, he is the ultimate host. You can't get 10 paces in the door without an offer of a beer or a highball. Clam dip, anyone? It's always there. Number 9 are his loves. His card group, his orchids, his Padres, all babies, they all love him too, his walks along Shelter Island, and most of all, his one, only, and always bee. Number 10, Mass. Papa goes to Mass often enough for everyone in this room. While we should all still attend, I think he's accrued enough heaven points for us to get in on the VIP pass. All humor aside, when I first sat down to reflect on the joy and influence that Papa has had on his grandchildren, the image of a family tree immediately came to mind. Allow me to read you a definition. The main function of a tree trunk is to support the tree. Its network of thick-walled cells brings water and nutrients up from the roots, out to the branches, and ultimately to the leaves and other parts of the tree. As cousins, we are each merely one leaf on that tall, beautiful Corolla tree, each of us budding from one of any 10 branches, who grew from the trunk that anchors us with deep roots. While the elements on a family tree can at times be tough, on some days the wind blows so hard that we think we're going to fall and blow away. And sadly, we have lost a few. But on most days, we sprout and we dance and we grow closer to the sun and to each other and to God, who has blessed us with so much. As our foundation, Papa helps us to stand tall and empowers us to face the elements. And for that and so much more, Papa, we are proud of you, we thank you, and we love you.